Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you are here. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Disney princess energy, which is something that I think is really interesting. I've definitely done my research on this topic and I wanted to share my opinions on it with you guys and hopefully give you some tips on how you can improve your Disney princess energy as well. So what is Disney princess energy? To me, Disney princess energy is having the courage to walk through life positively, being kind to other people, and being who you are, your true, genuine self, and being not afraid to showcase that to the world. I think that is basically what makes the concept of all of the main Disney characters, and I think that's a good way to think about the Disney princess energy. I'm talking about more working internally and then through that projecting that energy out to the rest of the world. I just want to let you guys know as a disclaimer before starting my video or getting into the tips on how to improve your Disney princess energy that it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, where you come from, anyone can improve on their Disney princess energy so long as they are willing to or they would like to. So the very first step that I have in order to, improve on your Disney princess personality or your Disney princess energy is being kind to yourself and others. I think it's really important to be kind to yourself because if you're not and you neglect yourself, it's really hard and it can be hard to be kind to other people. Now, I'm not saying it's more important to be kind to yourself than others because I know that can come off as selfish, but I think it should at least be equal. And what I mean by that is I think, find your self-care, whatever form that is. For me, I like to watch movies, I like to take baths, I like to pamper myself, and maybe even see friends once in a while. Not so much right now because of quarantine, but that is my version of self-care. So whenever I'm feeling at a low point or in a funk, I do those things, and through that, I kind of feel much better. So I also think it's important to be kind to others. Disney princesses are not mean. They're welcoming, they're encouraging, they embrace everyone, whether it be good people or bad people. They always see the best in everyone. They don't bully people to bring themselves up. So as you see, take Cinderella as an example. She has two terrible stepsisters that are constantly ragging on her for what seems like nothing, and she could put them down for many different aspects, but she never ever does. And I'm not saying that it's important to take crap from people per se, but I'm saying more so to not bring other people down because they're bringing you down, if that makes sense. The second tip in improving your Disney princess energy is nurturing your space. So what I mean by this is keep your room tidy. If you are blessed enough to own a house, have a house, condo, etc., keep that clean. And no, you don't have to be like over the top clean. What I'm saying is nurture your space so every time you enter it, you feel at peace, you feel calm. So clean up your space before you go to bed, or have a bin and in your bedroom and the little miscellaneous things that you don't want to clean up right away, put them in the bin, and then before you go to bed, put away the stuff that's in the bin. And that is a way where you can nurture your space, which will make you happier because you don't have all of these literal things all around you weighing you down. So that is my second tip, and one that I think is very important as well. Third tip for improving your Disney princess energy is practicing gratitude. I think gratitude is something that everyone should try and make an effort to, think about or to feel or to practice. So many people in this world that would dream to have what you're having right now. Now, I'm not saying that if you have a problem that it's not important because someone would kill to have their problem. I think you should grieve with that and respond to that and give yourself those feelings. But I'm saying, little things like with me, I have a small bathtub. I don't know if that's weird to share with the internet, but I do. And I love to take baths, as I said earlier in this video. So when I find myself in my bathtub and I either have to scrunch my knees up to fit in or my shoulders, I think to myself, oh my goodness, why can't I have a big nice bathtub like these other people I see on Instagram having? But there's so many people who don't have bathtubs or don't even have showers at all, who would kill to have my small, or what I would consider a small bathtub. And through that, although, it's still important to say and recognize, when you're annoyed with things, but let yourself be annoyed, but then remind yourself that it's not that truly as bad as you think and that you should be grateful for it because you could have nothing at all. So the fourth tip is probably one that I'm hesitant to share, but I think if you clicked on this video, you are probably looking for the outer version of Disney Princess as well. Even though I think Disney Princess energy comes within, this is the one tip that I will actually share what I think, you know, how you can improve your Disney Princess energy externally. And that would be to get in touch with your feminine side. Now by that, I don't mean you have to dress in girly bows or pink or anything. I think anyone, no matter who you are, again, what you look like, can improve on their femininity if you want to. To me, that is, you know, walking through life with kindness, trying to be graceful, although I'm not the best at that, and honestly just empowering yourself to be a better person. And that goes along with that, I think, you know, dressing in clothing that makes you feel confident, that makes you feel beautiful, will help you have better energy. When I'm, you know, staying away from these trends, when I pick clothing that I feel beautiful and comfortable in, my energy is just better. You know, nothing is better to me than, you know, dancing around my bedroom in a beautiful dress that I don't want to take off at the end of the night for my pajamas. Most clothing that I used to wear, I could not wait to rip off as soon as I got home. But when I wear things that make me feel honestly happy, I act happy. And I think, you know, that is a normal correlation. So what I mean by get in touch with your femininity is find clothing that fits you well, fits your style, makes you happy, whether that be pink and bows like me, or it could be cargo shorts and a black tank top. You do you, you feel awesome, and that will empower you and make you a Disney princess. Okay, tip number 5 is to stop gossiping. I'm guilty for this sometimes too, I'm not going to lie. I love a good episode of Gossip Girl. I've watched the season 4 times, yes, the entire season 4 times, but they are not often the best role models. You never see Disney princesses throughout any of the movies gossiping about each other. You know, they deal with terrible situations and they get tons of criticism and talked down upon all the time, but they often, well, rarely ever gossip about other people. And because through that, it makes them look bad. Because chances are, if someone's gossiping to you about someone, they're likely going to gossip about you to other people. Because being a Disney princess is not about that negativity. I'm sorry, we have to put an end to this. We need to be nice to other people, we need to welcome other people, and although people are different than us, we need to embrace that. And instead of gossiping about them, thinking they're so weird, you just have to let it go. Because, you know, if you're confident in yourself and you like who you are, then who cares what someone else is doing? To be quite honest, that's absolutely opposite of a Disney princess. That's a Disney villain. 7th tip on how to improve your Disney princess energy is to be positive. You often never see Disney princesses complaining. Like, take Cinderella for an example. I use Cinderella because she's my favorite princess, but she is in a terrible situation. But did we ever once hear her complain? No. Did we ever really truly see any Disney princesses complain? No. Instead of complaining about something that you don't like, change it in a good way. Make it a positive. Letting yourself feel upset about things, but then trying to find the good side is total Disney princess energy. Because, you know, going through life with a negative mindset, thinking everyone's out to get you and the world is so terrible, it doesn't do you good and it doesn't do anyone else good. Another tip is to be more forgiving. Practice forgiveness. This is something that is very hard to do, especially if you've been super hurt in the past by someone or by something. But learning how to forgive and then truly moving on is how the Disney princesses actually become happy. You know, their happily ever after didn't consist of them, you know, fulfilling their dream and then continuing on to think about their terrible stepmother or that they were locked up in a tower for their entire life. They learned to let that go and truly move on with their lives in order to be happy. And I think that is something that we all must learn to do, whether it be on a huge scale of letting go of a huge trauma or a smaller scale as of forgiving smaller things for people and, you know, understanding that no one's perfect, especially ourselves, and to forgive. 8, be courageous. There's so many different ways to be courageous, and I honestly need a little bit of help with this sometimes too, but I always get there. So what I mean by be courageous is honestly being yourself and not being afraid to stick up for what's right. not being afraid to speak out when someone is saying something terrible or treating you really badly. And by speaking out, I don't mean harassing them or swearing at them or, you know, being overpowering. What I mean by speaking up and standing up is doing that in a respectable way, being calm, communicating what's wrong with those people or that issue, and keeping a calm state of mind while trying to express your own emotions. Because I feel like a lot of people take life too seriously. You know, get up on a stage and sing karaoke with your friends, or take pictures by that beautiful tree in the middle of public and not care if people look at you for taking those pictures. Or, you know, start a YouTube channel. Do whatever you've always wanted to do, as long as it's positive and as long as it's not affecting anyone negatively. Just do it. As Nike would say, just enjoy life and have the courage to enjoy life and not care if people are judging you and not care what they're saying and not care if they're criticizing you, and just having that, you know, inner confidence to do whatever you please so long as it is positive. So the 9th tip of being a Disney princess is my favorite tip, and it is don't be afraid to dream. Dreaming is something that makes life sweeter in my point of view. It makes life honestly worth living. Have your dreams. Have a bunch of different dreams in a bunch of different categories. Have your career, school related dreams. Have your fashion dreams. Have your friendship dreams, your relationship dreams, any type of dream, travel dream. Dream as much as you want, because what's the harm in it anyways? I think, you know, part of dreams, and I do also believe in the power of manifestation. When you dream something and you continue to dream that dream and visualize it in your head, I think it comes true. Maybe that's just me being overly positive, but everything that I've almost ever dreamed of, maybe I am very privileged, but, you know, eventually has come true in one way or the other. You know, I do face a lot of hardships, but through those hardships, when I continue to push through, I uncover something that I dreamed of, which is amazing, which shows like the power and the beauty of life. So dream your wildest dreams and, you know, work towards those. Turn those dreams into goals. Have mini goals that take you to your dream, and, you know, shoot for the stars, because we only get one chance at this life and it's pretty short, so you might as well live it. Final tip of having Disney princess energy is, of course, to help others. Disney princesses always are willing to help out, even if it might inconvenience them sometimes. You know, they do it selflessly as well. They're not expecting anything in return. They're not even expecting a thank you. They just do it because they think that's what's right. Help people. So rather it be volunteering for a local charity, or, you know, helping someone when they drop their pencil in class, you know, picking it up. Just having common courtesy is, you know, would help people. Whatever that is to you, whatever you can do to help. If you're, you know, short on time, short on resources, sign some petitions. There's so many things you could do that take little time, little effort, and little money that can make a huge difference. And I think that really truly means being a Disney princess. Okay, so we've reached the end of this video. There is my 10 tips for having Disney princess energy. So I think if you constantly work on these 10 tips and really think about it, check in with yourself and self-reflect consistently, you know, it will continue to improve, and then within that you will be able to become a beautiful person from the inside. And because you are beautiful on the inside, you'll be happy, and that will project out onto you, which will make you a Disney princess. You know, when someone is honestly content with themselves and other people, and, you know, isn't afraid to just show that to the world, that will protrude and shine through onto everyone else who comes in your way, and that will probably indicate you have Disney princess energy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for, you know, listening to me for all this time. I hope I helped you improve your Disney princess energy, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening, whatever time you're watching this. If you haven't yet, please like this video. It will mean the world to me, especially because the channel is rather new. And if you subscribe, you'll probably make my entire life, because every time I see my subscriber count go up, I get so excited in my heart. So yes, if you like my content, please subscribe. Let me know what type of content you want to see. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a lovely day. Bye bye.